Hey everybody, happy Sunday. It's me, your your leader, Ant, and we got our leader, Coach Willie. We back to come share some knowledge with y'all, but also give y'all some updates. So so I'm gonna start off, Coach, with these updates because I want to share my screen and show y'all some of these things
Yeah.
that's coming up that we just got from we actually got from corporate on the officers call the other day. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and share my screen so y'all can see. One of them is my favorite because a lot of people been waiting on this product to get a new flavor, and for the ones that know, it's happening in the month of June. So um, we'll start with PXP. PXP, we were just talking about it. It's in September, everybody. So September 20th through the 22nd is the North America event. I encourage everybody to get there. You can actually get tickets on at pxp24.com. You can go and grab a ticket. You can also call customer service. You can buy it from there as well. So wherever you want to buy a ticket. Now I know some people on the team that have some that bought 10 packs that still have some tickets. So you might be able to get one from the early bird pricing what they had, 2 months ago, that you can grab that. So I think
I got
Samantha
mine.
just raised her hand as she has, I think, a couple of them for sale too. So, and also in the team group on Facebook, if you have some, you got something for sale, you can post it there, let everybody know, and they give them how they can contact you. They can grab it there as well.
Put a,
PXP, uh,
put a one in the box if you was there last year. PTP 23. Who was there last year? Put a one in the box if you was there last
man, it was our first event as that company, and I can tell you what,
year. Yeah.
that was our first event. It got moved from Las Vegas to Orlando because the people, like, we grew so fast, like, and so we had to switch locations. And when I tell you the marketing team that they hired, Mark and his wife, oh my, they
Yeah.
are absolutely amazing. I can see why they took their old company to over $1 billion.
Yeah.
You see why?
Oh, it was a blast. It was first class all the way. First class.
It was
Uh,
it was it,
it was so engaging. The energy was high. And I just remember this one thing, and I ain't gonna go too far on a tangent. So I was on stage last year, and I was asked to share about TikTok and promoting through TikTok. And I think I went on a whole nother tangent. I looked at everybody and I looked out in the audience, and all of a sudden my brain switched, and I'm standing there telling my story versus telling them about TikTok. And my 20 seconds was over because Ty reminded me before I went on. He said, you got about 20 seconds to share what we're gonna share. You can't talk long because it's a budget. And I went on a tangent about something wholly different from the TikTok, and then 20 seconds was over. It was the next. I was like, oh shoot, I didn't talk about what I was supposed to talk about. But the energy was high. But no matter what the story was, I just told my story, and everybody started cheering.
yeah,
It was
it was one of those remarkable events, and everybody. So at PXP, you will walk across the stage if you have achieved like if you within the last year, or if you're brand new, achieved the title of manager. At the end today, I'm gonna talk about an officer run because I want people to push for officer, senior officer, because I feel that it is the most durable one to do if you run the system of growth. If you're running the system of growth, it is absolutely one of the ones that you can definitely get to that level. I had to talk with Susan Frank. I had to talk with Michelle McKay, and just hearing what they're doing and how they're able to duplicate. A lot of y'all heard from a lot of Susan Cameron that was on the IPA call Friday. If you was on the IPA call, I encourage everybody. If you don't know what the IPA call is, I know we got a lot of new people that will be either that's on or that's either watching the recording that's going to watch the recording. The IPA call is the income producing activity call. It happens every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern. You jump on that call, I promise you, it will transform your life. I'm just a firm believer of it because I watched what it's doing for people over the last year and a half since we started that call. But here's a couple of updates, you guys. June 17th of this month, the Renew the new Renew with the new taste is released. It's a kiwi berry taste. And so for me, I like the Renew. So I had already got accustomed to what it tasted like now. But now when you taste this new one, a game changer. And that this is the product that will help for everybody that's brand new that started with the drops. Great. This is a great additional product to add. You want to talk about even being able now to pretty much lose weight while you're sleeping, pretty much, to be honest. I mean, this just has studies that show that how you'll lose weight while you're sleeping. So also I just want to talk about some of the growth, where the growth happening in the US and Canada. I know we also have teams all over, but US and Canada, they just showed us these charts. As you can see, sales is up, new customers is up, brand partner enrollment is up. And this is just month after month. In the US, this is our stats, so our stats of number of orders that went in, brand partner enrollment is up 475%, new customers
Wow.
is up 64%, new customer sales up 30%. Year to date on the drop sales is over 2,000%.
Wow.
So that's over 2,000%. So is the system working? Absolutely. Absolutely. Over 2,000% from what we did last year. And that's when we first started the system, and it was blowing up. And so that's just amazing. So these are some of the upcoming webinars for Canada. So if you have any teams in Canada, which I know there's a few that will watch this call is from Canada, these are the updates for the upcoming Canada calls. They have theirs every Wednesday. So if you have any connections in Canada, they're also having I'm gonna show you some events that's coming up that you can invite your friends to. Some live events that's coming up. There's also some on researchmoa.com/events. I got a few of them that Michelle McKay already sent to me. These are the upcoming things for the US. As you see, our call that's going on here. Recognition call will happen on June 24th. These are some upcoming events that's happening right now this month of June for Canada. So if you know anybody in these areas, feel free to send them. They can learn about the drops. They can learn about the system, learn about our company. Martine, the GM of Canada, is actually going to be. These are the locations she's going to be at specifically, and what provinces and everything. And so also, these are the promotions for the US. So these are the US promotions for the month of June. Father's Day special here through the 1st, which all the way up to the 14th. You get 40% off the web. The web is amazing. You also get if you buy Rapid Fuel, you get a free strip. And if you get 20% off if you get 2 Power Boosts. And then for Canada, these are the promotions for Canada.
What's the strip? What's the strip?
The strip, I don't know. They literally just said that we get a strip, and I was like, I think I need to figure out what the strip is all about. Now I kind of just want to buy some Rapid Fuel just to try the strip. I want to see what it's about.
I think David likes this.
Never tried that.
All right.
So
if anyone gets one, let us know.
Yeah, so I'll find out because I'm gonna buy it. I think I'm gonna buy it. So those are the promotions, everybody, and the announcements that I had. So I just wanted to just tell everybody. Just wanted y'all to be able to understand, that's what's coming up. So, Coach, I will let you go ahead. And do you have anything you want to share or say? And then I know we had a couple of things we'll probably talk about off our brain. But then also I just want to show people the easiest way to get to Officer here. I'm gonna share my screen a little bit.
I think one of the key things, number one, it's exciting to be back and looking at everyone's faces. And I know that we haven't been on here in a while, but it is exciting to be able to fellowship with you guys, to be able to share whatever's in my heart, what God pours into me, but also being able to listen and hear, the kind and wise words that you guys have to share. So I'm excited about that. And I forgot for a second, and then, got to get on a call. And ripping and running these days with my family. But it's awesome to be on here and awesome to speak with you guys. And I don't take that lightly. But I think one of the things that we were talking about is sharing with, and he talked about, Anthony mentioned it's 90 days or close to 90 days right up into Orlando. How many of you focusing on a plan and got a plan of how I'm going to achieve what I'm going to achieve, but also how I'm going to get there in the next 90 days? And see, that's how I like to work. I like to divide the year up into 90-day increments on about everything I do, even as a coach. Everybody calls me coach, and that's because of obviously my background. But even as coaches, we divide everything up into 90-day increments. 90 days off season, 90 days summer, 90 days in season, and then you start back over. That's how we do it. If you can focus in and you can zero in for 90 days. And one of the things I always talk about to my young people about consistency equals growth. And it doesn't matter what that is. Consistency equals growth. The book of Proverbs says in 14:23, all hard work brings a profit. And what we got to understand is that all it takes is just work. It just takes a little bit of work. And I think oftentimes, and myself included, we judge it. Oh, well, man, I ain't hitting this. I ain't doing that. We compare to the next person. We look at the next person and see what they're doing and what they're achieving. And if they're making 5 calls a day and you're only making 1, and maybe that 1 call is the only one you got right now. Maybe the 2 calls is the only leads you got. Now, can I make those 2 calls? Build those 2 calls to 6 calls in 90 days, or build those leads to 70 leads in 90 days, whatever the case is. And so I always have to understand this, especially when you're dealing with young people and you're dealing with, somebody else's life. What's their journey? Not about Coach Fell's journey, not about Anthony's journey. What's your journey? And can you consistently meet the goals that you put in front of yourself, or the expectations? I like that better than goals, expectations. Because when you put those expectations on yourself, you are the only one that can hold yourself to those expectations. Nobody else, because nobody else is looking over your shoulder. You're in this world doing your thing. You're in this world doing what you believe is best for you. And the only thing that we talk about at the end of the football season is, what does the results say? When we get to Orlando, what does the results say? When you get to December, what does the results say? And as Ty like to say, what does the Friday check say? And that will give you the indicator of what your options are and what you need to change or what you need to adjust. And let's not necessarily have to use the word change. We can say, what is it I need to adjust? What is it that I need that's going to help me meet my goals or my dreams or my expectations within this company or within this business? I got overwhelmed with joy today too, because I got a message from a young lady this week who said her A1C levels went from 116 or 120 down to 106. And now, by no means am I making medical claims. I don't think any of us make medical claims about what these products can do. But my heart poured out, because if you could have felt the joy of reading that text, and a lot of you probably get those types of texts from people all over the country that's sharing with you, my heart began to pour because I could feel through her words. She was pre-diabetic, overweight. She was getting frustrated, body out of balance. She pushing through, what she believes her prime, but her body wakes up and wants to do something different. And yet she feels, she felt through this product, she had taken a significant step in a change. And see, for you, it's going to be one moment, or it could be one thing that gets you there, that makes you feel, gets you to understand that significant change, or you're doing something different that's going to help you reach what it is that you're trying to reach. And for her, it was those pre-diabetic numbers. She was in fear of that. She already seen her mom go through diabetes. She seen the trauma of it. She knows the road that is ahead. And so when I think about all of that, I think about a decision she made, but then I think about consistency equals growth. What is Orlando going to look like? What do you want it to be? And that's your journey. That's your journey. And you can take this journey however you want to take it. There's no cold on, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that. You know, I'm talking about now. When I say that, I'm talking about the pace at which you take it. But however, we have to take action, right? All hard work brings a profit. But you know, faith without works is dead. We can talk till we blue in the face, but if we ain't taking action, we ain't taking steps that produce results, I can drop all the plays I want on the board. If those plays never make it to the field, coach gonna get fired. That's the way it works. You know, and as a coach, you're judged by the scoreboard, right? The scoreboard at the end of the day kind of tells you, we know it because everybody looks at you and say, "Oh man, you suck," right? It's hard being a Dallas Cowboys fan, you know. I had to throw that in there. It's hard, man, because at the end of the day, they see the scoreboard. But I'm gonna end it right there. You know, it's awesome. I'm glad to see all the faces and the smiles and hear the voices. And it's exciting. And man, it's 90 days. I can't believe it.
Yeah, we got closed in on that 100. So my question for everybody is: do you know what you're pushing for? What title would you like to be at by comp? I encourage you. I say, because now with this system, everybody on here can be officer and above. If you're running the system, I'm just firm believer. I've seen it too many times. Like, it's just remarkable how this system works. Like, instead of where people used to just have to go, you know, pay for leagues or do all of this kind of stuff to get the league. Running the system post at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. gets you pretty much just free leads, because you're going to end up having drop customers. And those customers can possibly turn into something special. And I know she's not on here, but she normally would, but she owns her own restaurant too. But Miss Liz, I watched this lady go from, I'm not interested in doing no other network marketing company, I'm okay, you know, I'm all right, to just seeing her over. So, okay, she took it. She's like, okay, this really works, and I want to help people. I got some people that could just use the products. I don't care too much about the business. That lady now in a month, so she bought her 12th 10-pack. She also enrolled 17 brand partners off customer conversions. Like, and this is a lady who was done with network marketing. And found something because she's running the system. She posts every day. She's a mail carrier, so she just sits down on Sunday and she schedules out her whole little week of posting. And I encourage you right now, if you're doubting the system, try it out. Literally try it out. Like, go through the system, do the social media campaign for 4 weeks and just see how it works for you. It really, really works. I'm on week 4 now of mine, and you guys, I've already been doing it for over a year. So I started over and did the 28-day challenge. I literally have sold 40 more boxes of drops. It just, I don't know how it works. It works. And I've been doing it for over a year. Well, almost a year now. We're posting every day. So can it work? Yes, it can work for somebody who's been here, and it can work for anybody new. And then if you need new posts after you do that, just go into the Telegram Boost group. When I before I get off here, I'll put it in the chat. But it's a Telegram Boost group, and all you do, you can always find all these new before and after pictures. Like, there's so many of them. It's just absolutely amazing how that works. But my question for everybody is, what are you pushing for? And so a lot of y'all say, well, hey, what's the titles? How do I get there? So I'm gonna show you. On your partner.co share app, it is, if you look under the tools section, you want to find the business section. It's not on the first part of the business section, but over on the right-hand side, if you hit see all, you will see some more things. It is right here. It says title advancement. You can actually click on this. You can hit the glasses if you just want to look at it. You can actually save it to your phone. But it got all the titles. The title name, what lifetime earnings need to be made, and then also your Payline volume, how to do the Payline volume. Next week, I'll show y'all. I'll dive into a little bit of the comp plan training. It's already on my agenda. Next week, I want to talk about matching check, and I want to talk about base commissions. So next week, we'll talk about that But as you can see, so what is officer? What is senior officer? It's making at least $1,000 in the comp plan. And it is having volume in the pay line. So in 2 lines, you need to at least have 6,667 in 2 lines, at least. Or 13,334 in 2 lines, at least, and that will get you to senior officer. But you can also, again, you can come and look at this. So I encourage you to write down your goal. What is it that you're pushing for? But then also not only write it down, print it off. Put it on the wall. Put it on your bulletin board. Put it on your mirror, so you know what you're pushing for. So you know, like, okay, you know what, I'm going to get this. How? Like, we'll figure out the how later. But first, you got to speak it out to the atmosphere and do that. And then I'm gonna show you the system that I onboard to optimize, because I want you to get into. Because if you can figure this part out, you can go as far as you want in this company. And I watched Michelle McCaz. I was talking to her. You know, this is not to make any income claims or anything, but I talked to her. But this is also a lady who hit president and has achieved president level every week, I believe, except for maybe 1 or 2 weeks that she hasn't done it. So for the last 9-10 weeks, she's optimized 3 lines. I mean, she's CEO. I'm sorry. So she optimized at least 3 lines as CEO. Yeah, she's doing big things, and they're optimizing weekly because of this system. She said all she does when she goes to her volume report, she sees 200 PV, 500 PV, 208, 500, 208, 500, 208, 500. That means people are running the system of growth. So on board to optimize. This is also in your boards. You can go over this anytime you want. But the slenderized system of growth came to us a little over a year ago. I've been doing this for 12 years. I've never seen a system work like this. I've never seen people who struggle to make money make money. I've never seen people be able to go up in titles as fast as this system. I've had people that's been with me for 8-9 years who made no money. But because they started running this system, it transformed their life. So the way that similarized system of growth works, you get, of course, people start, buying boxes from you. When they buy a box from you, everybody that buys a box from you, if they're on Facebook, you need to add them to the Circle of Health. That group is amazing. I was just scrolling through it earlier today as I was doing the training, just showing people the support, the accountability. You can also be a part of different weight loss challenges that Dr. Crystal and all of them put together for people. So you can go in there and have some good competition to help you reach your goals. But after they're on the drops, what you want to do is get good at just educating them on how to convert over, to a brand partner. Now, everybody's not going to convert over. It's the truth. Everybody's not going to convert over. But there are a lot of people who understand that and like to save money too. The way you word it, the way you word it is just necessary. It is the way, because you can always, I've been doing this a lot with Miss Liz and all her growth she was having. But we just been educating people. I ask them, I say, well, hey, how much weight are you trying to lose? And they be like, oh, I'm trying to lose 45 or 75 or 100 pounds. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, you can buy 1 box from Miss Liz at $150, but I recommend you go ahead and get you 4 boxes for $371 instead of paying $600. Then you educate them, because you know how much is 4 boxes if they kept buying 4 boxes from you? It's $600. You let them know, hey, no, you can get it for $371, and they be like, oh, well, that make a lot more sense. I'm saving $200 some dollars. They like, okay, I like that. And so you convert them over, and so they you're getting these new brand partners where you can now put your 10 packs up under. Again, you help them download boards. You help them, you encourage them to watch the videos, to identify what scripts are there. You're educating them on where to find everything. Help them with their links, educating them on what payment options they're taking, and then you show them how to do the social media launch. Show them how to post at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And just, and when they're doing that, they're running this system over and over and over. What you want to do is you want to start getting people in your organization running the system. Of course, everybody's not going to run it. But if you can get majority of the people to understand, like, hey, this is what we do, then it's amazing. So your first goal for a brand new person, let's say you're brand new, is to do a 7-day social media launch. Really do the whole 28 days. I encourage you to do all 28 days. We're pushing to help you get 10 packs gone so that can get you the ultimate. Ultimate is going to get you ultimate in gold. It's going to maximize your upfront income from 15% to 30% for life. You don't have to requalify at all. I mean, even in my previous company, that was one of the companies here, you have to requalify every single month to get that percentage. 30% actually was at a 6-figure income mark in our previous company. So it's just remarkable what it's doing now. You also want to help them, get the bulk. Get bulk orders, get to ultimate, and 1,500 points as well. So everybody you personally bring on. You can always see, y'all heard me talk about where we were going to look to see where the volume is and see who's running the system of growth. You can always do that by logging into your back office, clicking on the 3 lines in the top left, go on the My Money, and then go on the volume. You can see everything. You can see, because the goal is to get to 13,334 at least in 2 lines. When you do that, your base commission check for that week is $2,000 alone. That's not including matching check. That's not including new volume bonus. That's not including none of the other bonuses that come along. If you do that in 2 lines, that you're going to get there. So let's start off with one of your first goals should be. One of your first goals should be in 2 lines every single week. You want to get to this. This is what I push for every single week. I'm trying to get to 1,700 PV in 2 lines. Why? Because I know when I do that, I'm going to make over $250 in base commissions, because you're going to make 15% of one of those lines. And that's going to be over $250. And guess what that's going to be? That's going to be 15% going into my savings bonus. You can do up to $500 in a week. So that's pretty much, so you can do up to $500 to get to your, so because now you're getting closer to your 10K bonus. We're watching a lot of people's volume move a lot faster towards 10K bonus because they're running the system of growth. So then the next goal is you should want to do at least $500 in base commission. That is going to be equivalent to 7 people, 7 different 10 packs in 2 lines. In 2 lines. So 10 on line 1 and 10 packs went out in line 2. That right there is going to get you to around $500 in base commissions. Then you want to get to officer. Well, this is where you get to officer right here. Then you get to officer right here. How? By having at least 2 lines that have, one line having 2 lines of 7,500 PV. That right there will put you there. That's about 14 10 packs in 2 different lines. Now, I don't know how many people that be, because you got some people who will do 3 10 packs in 1 week. You got some people who will do, 2. You got one who will do 1, but you just need 14 10 packs in 1 line and 14 10 packs in another. That right there will get you the office. So if officer is your goal by conference, by PXP, then all you're going to need is at least 14 packs, 10 packs in 1 line, and then 14 in another in 1 week. If you do that in 1 week, if you can see that, you can go to your volume report. You'll see 500, 500, 500, 500, 500, and that alone will get you the officer. And if you really want to go for the stars, like what I'm shooting for some of these big ones. I'm going for, this is what I'm trying to do right here. In 3 lines, I'm going to have 3 lines that's going to at least, in 1 week, that's at least going to have 27 10 packs going out. You can shoot for the stars. I mean, you do 3 lines, that's president level, and you start getting, a little bit more than that. Now you're looking towards CEO, and you're also looking towards maybe even chairperson. So I'm pushing for chairperson. So I'm just shooting for the stars. And I got it printed out. I got it sitting in front of my computer right now. I got it in the bathroom, on the mirror. It's there. Everywhere I look, I'm seeing chairperson. I'm going for it. So that can, that can be you as well. So shoot for the stars. Don't undercut yourself. And also just remember this alone be, $2,000 in base commissions alone in 1 week. That's not including your drop sales. And that's not including new volume bonus. And that's not including all the bonuses that come along with you optimizing at least 2 lines. So you'll be looking at a great week in pay. So it starts now. So, and the way you're going to do this is set yourself up to win. How do you set yourself up to win? By doing the system, posting at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Being consistent at, maybe you don't want to be on Facebook all day. That's fine. Just go on there, set some little times that you're going to go on there and check the messages and check the comments. That's fine. But the system works. There's people out here making some serious money. Like I've been getting text messages all weekend long. Like, hey, I just sold 7 boxes. Hey, I just sold 5 boxes. Hey, and I'm like, oh wow, that's just amazing. Like I just know a person they sold them. When she told me she sold 7, I'm like, wow. I mean, you think about it, it's $150 per box. I mean, well, profit wise, it's $62 profit per box that she sold. So 62 times 7, whatever that is, that's what she just generated. And no experience in the industry. So it's just amazing. It works, you guys. So Coach, did you have any? I know Coach I think he had to jump off. But I did want to open it up to anybody on here. Y'all have any questions, anything y'all want me to go over? It's a team call. So I did want to open it up to any questions that anybody wanted to ask. So just feel free to unmute and ask. Or if anybody want to put it in the chat, you can do either one. I think everybody can unmute. Yep. Well, okay. Well, there's no questions, I don't think. So hey, if you have any questions that do come up, y'all know y'all can always call me, text me, and if I don't answer, it's just because I'm on the other line. So, but we will definitely, or I'm asleep, so it's either one of those. But if no questions are there, then hey, everybody, I hope y'all have a great and blessed rest of the night or rest of the day if you're watching this recording. I know a lot of people ask for the recording, so.
Thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Night. Rest of the night.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.